On this episode, we'll talk about consuming Indian food after weight loss surgery. We'll also be talking about apple cider vinegar and gastric sleeve. And we'll talk about, is it possible to consume too much protein? Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Alvarez with Endobariatric.com. Welcome to episode 235 of the Ask Dr. A show. And first of all, I want to thank you for sending me this week's questions, really good questions, by the way, and invite you to send me your questions. You're always welcome to send me your questions using the hashtag AskDrA. Don't forget to use the hashtag because otherwise there's no way for us to go grab those questions, all right? So use the hashtag at your question. We'll be able to grab those questions, add them here to the list, and I'll be here to answer them for you. It'll be my pleasure. All right. So also be sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss out on future episodes, future answers, questions and answers that we have here on the show. All right. So with that being said, let's get into the show. Okay. So the first question is, can I consume Indian food after weight loss surgery? The answer is yes. Although you need to run this by your doctor's office to make sure when it's okay to do this. So in our practice, you are not allowed to have any Indian food on phase 1, clear liquids on phase 2, full liquids on phase 3. I mean, you need to make sure when it's okay. But down the road, once your sleeve has healed or your gastric bypass has healed, you can, although you need to be very cautious if you're consuming if it's just too spicy or if it's just too hot, because that type of food will irritate your new stomach, because that will happen with a sleeve, without a sleeve, with a bypass, without a bypass, just because Indian food or very hot or spicy food does that. All right, so be cautious there and just run it by your doctor's office. But the answer is yes. Moderately, I mean, you can enjoy Indian food, which I love, by the way, after weight loss surgery. Second question is, can I consume apple cider vinegar? I'm not a big fan of it, so why would you like to consume it? I know it's been known to have some properties regarding weight loss, but you just had weight loss surgery. I mean, drop it, all right? I know it may be consumed as an antioxidant. There's other types. I mean, the reason being, I know it's been known to like regulate blood sugars. Nothing's going to beat your sleeve or your bypass, not apple cider vinegar. So why consume it? It is acidic, all right? That means the pH it's acid, all right? It's vinegar, all right? So this will cause irritation on anybody's stomach. So be very cautious on taking this acidic vinegar, because it will not agree very well with a recently crafted sleeve, or even a sleeve crafted some years ago, just because it's acidic. So stay away from it. Run it by your doctor, but I don't think you'll get many doctors to be favorable on this subject in particular, just because of the acidic nature of the vinegar. All right, and the third and last question is there a thing as consuming too much protein? In this particular question or scenario, the patient is asking that they just had weight loss surgery and they are looking into consuming a lot of protein, or if they can go overboard. And the answer is yes. Anything in life you do in excess, you're going overboard. All right, it could be even water. Consuming too much water can be hazardous to your health. So for protein, we do have some recommendations and requirements that we do suggest on the average adult patient. The average adult patient consumes about 0.8. I mean, you want to round it off to 1. 1 gram of protein per kilogram they weigh per day. All right. So, and that is of not how much you weigh right now, because if you're overweight, you can't add that to your current weight, to your ideal weight. All right. So if you want to round it off again, 1 gram per every kilogram that you should be weighing per day. That's the average adult patient. When you get yourself into weight loss surgery, you've had a gastric sleeve or a bypass, us bariatric surgeons, we normally push a little further, and we do recommend you're in between the 1.2 grams, and for my patients, I always just say double it up. All right, if the regular patient is 1 gram, a weight loss surgery patient should be doing 2 grams, and that's your limit. 2 grams per every kilogram that you should be weighing, all right, per day. So in my case, if I should be weighing 70 kilograms, and I had weight loss surgery, I should do 2 grams per every kilogram I weigh. So that's 2 times 70, that's 140 grams. That's my limit, 140 grams of protein per day. Don't go overboard, because you can go overboard, all right? And going overboard is known to cause issues, health issues like kidney disease, like GI symptoms, severe constipation, nutrient imbalance, and so on and so forth. So don't go overboard. There's always an amount that you're doing too much, and there's a way of going too much and too far. So always go between 1.2, learn the number 2 grams, that's your limit. 2 grams of protein per kilogram that you should be weighing per day. That's it, no more than that. The rest, if you're doing that, the 2 grams per kilogram per day, the rest of your day, you have very small windows of complementing your meals with other stuff. So focus on your protein. If you're consuming those, like let's say for me, 140 grams, for me to have 140 grams of protein per day, I mean, I'm left with very little space to add extra stuff like fat or carbs, all right? But that's good, because having more protein or topping it off at your upper limit will help you tremendously during your weight loss process of preserving your muscles and just losing from your stored fat. We want you to preserve your muscles, and that is a really good way to help out. All right, so there you have it. That is it for episode 235 of the Ask Dr. A show. Did you enjoy the content? If you can leave me one of these, greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to send me your questions for next week's episode using the hashtag AskDrA, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. I'm Dr. Alvarez with Endobariatric.com, where we are changing lives one sleeve at a time. Take care and God bless.